Welcome back to the Profits in Pocket YouTube channel. Hopefully you had a safe trading week and a profitable trading week. I'll have to admit myself, this was a week of consolidation, so it wasn't many great setups, but we'll get into the recap from last week, the upcoming news, and the forecast for the upcoming week. So stay tuned. All right, so as we always do on this channel, before we get into last week's recap and the forecast for the upcoming week, we're going to go over all our high impact news events that will affect the Euro US dollar during our upcoming trading week. So as you can see, Monday, we have nothing as far as news, whether it's high, medium, or low impact. We come down to Tuesday. For the Euro, if you trade the London session, we have the French Flash Manufacturing PMIs. You have the French Flash Services PMI. At 3:30 for the Euro, we have the German Flash Manufacturing PMIs, as well as the German Flash Services PMIs. Then you come down to the 9:45 a.m. slot, which will be during the New York trading session. We have Flash Manufacturing PMIs and Flash Services PMIs. So we have a lot of PMIs on Tuesday, and that's for the London session for the Euro and for the New York session for the US dollar. So expect to see a kick up in volatility during those times. We come down to Wednesday. During the London session at 4 a.m., the Euro, we have German IFO business climate. And we have nothing else of high impact until 4:35 p.m. for the US dollar. Fed Chair Powell speaks. If you're a swing trader, that will affect you. If you're a day trader, you should be out the markets at that time. Thursday, during the New York session at 8:15 a.m., the Euro have their main refinancing rates as well as monetary policy statement. 8:30, the US dollar have advanced GDP as well as unemployment claims. 8:45, the Euro have the ECB press conference, and that's all we have for the Euro and the US dollar for Thursday. Friday, during the New York session at 8:30 a.m., US dollar have the core PCE price index, and at 10 a.m., the US dollar have the revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment. And that's what we have for high impact news for the upcoming week of October 23rd through the 27th. All right, so let's recap last week. I will admit last week it wasn't many setups as we pretty much consolidated during the whole week. As you can see here, we stayed in one range the entire week. Monday and Tuesday, we traded in between the 106.01 level and the 106.29 level. We stayed in between these areas as we marked out last week in our forecast. That price shouldn't close below the 106.01 level, and we never got a close below that. We got one little spike under that high of 106.01, and price maintained in between this area, as we expected to see if we was targeting the high of 107.35, but prices pretty much stayed in this area and consolidated. Wednesday pretty much traded to the low of Tuesday and back up to the high of Monday. Thursday traded to the high of Monday and Wednesday, back to relative equal lows of Tuesday and Wednesday. And Friday, we traded within the range of Thursday. So we got no expansion towards a bullish target and no close below the 106.01 level to switch our bias bearish. So let's go to the weekly chart and map out what we should be looking for the upcoming week. So for this week, I'm going to leave this 105.80 level annotated as an area that I still don't want to see a close below on a daily chart if we're going to continue bullish. So a daily close below this 105.80 level and the bias switched from bullish to bearish. But as of now, I'm still looking bullish. And this 106.75 level is a level we do want to see price close above on the daily chart. Then we can resume our target key level of 107.35. So this week, we're still targeting 107.35 if we don't close below the 105.80 level on a daily chart. And to tip the odds in our favor, we should see a close above the 106.75 level. So since last week consolidated, this week we have pretty much the same forecast. Let's go to the daily chart for a little more detail. And in this daily chart again, a close below this 105.80 level here. And we scrap the idea of going bullish for this week. And what we really want to see is a close above this 106.75 level to hit our target key level of 107.35. So I'm going to keep the annotations the same for this week. I'll extend this as I really don't want to see price close below the 106.01 level. If we get a convincing close below that 106.01 level, prices could very well close below that 105.80 level, and then our bias switch from bullish to bearish. So this week, if we are targeting the 107.35 level, I want to see prices close above the 106.75 level here. Once we close below this 105.80 level, our target key level then becomes 105.22. That's 105.22 as a target key level if we get that close below the 105.80 level. And that's pretty much our forecast for the upcoming week on the US dollar. Okay, so on the euro dollar, as we can see, prices respected that 105.09 area. We never got a close below, which I did want to see a close below as we're bullish on the dollar index. We're bearish on the euro US dollar. So I did want to see a daily close below this level, roughly about 105.10 area. So if the dollar index stays bullish, I'm looking for a bearish target on the euro dollar at 104.20, but I need a daily close below this 105.10 area. Prices made a run up to the 106.15 level, which on the daily, if we closed above that, I would no longer look to be bearish on the euro US dollar. So that still stays in play for this upcoming week. If we get a close above the 106.15 level on the daily chart, we're no longer looking to be bearish and no longer looking to target the 104.20 area on the euro US dollar. So if we do get a close above that, our bias on the euro US dollar switches to bullish. Now let's switch to a daily chart for a little more detail. So on the daily chart, you can see we stayed in between the 105.82 level and the 105.58 level until Friday, when we finally got a close above that 105.82 level, which I didn't want to see if we was bearish and we were aiming for the target key level of 104.48. But I'm not totally bullish yet until, like I said, we get a close above this 106.15 area. Then my bias switches and the target key level moves to 106.67. So again, although we closed above the 105.82 level, I still want to see a close above the 106.15 level for my bias to switch from bearish to bullish on a euro US dollar. If we do get a close on this daily chart above this 106.15 level, our target key level then becomes 106.67. Until then, we'll be bearish, looking to see a close below this 105.09 level, 105.10 area, to aim for a target key level of 104.48 and ultimately hit the key target level of 104.20. So that's our forecast for the euro US dollar. I do want you to keep in mind on these areas of 105.10 and 106.15, these dashed lines I got notated. You could add them to your charts. If you see closes above any of those levels, that kind of puts us on the right side of the market. Close above here, we'll switch our bearish bias to bullish. A close below here, we'll continue our bearish bias to aim for that low of 104.48. If you want to hold any positions that you're in, you can aim for that 104.20 level. And that's what we have for the euro US dollar forecast for this upcoming week. If this video was of any value to you, please like the video. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more content coming in the near future. Trade safe. And as always, let's put profits in pocket. Thanks for watching.